Did Buddy McGirt stop another fight? How many fights did Buddy McGirt just stop just all of a sudden? To be honest with you, I'm really wondering how the scorecards in this fight were, but just due to the fact that it just seemed as if there were close rounds early on in the fight. But overall, I think that Buddy McGirt should have at least let Macklin go on and try to fight one final round, even though he was hurt at the end of the 11th round. You know, you have a minute to clear your head. So just overall, just think that it's one more round. Your fighter, it's possibly a close fight. Martinez isn't totally dominating the fight and winning a wide margin most likely. So more than likely, you should let your challenger go in and try to finish off the fight. So that's just my opinion. But just overall, man, Matthew Macklin gave one hell of a performance in this fight. And I know probably a minute into this video, you're probably thinking that I predicted Matthew Macklin to win. I predicted Sergio Martinez to win by a 12th round knockout. So don't get that twisted. But just overall, going into the fight, I gave the first round to Macklin, just based on the spurts that he had in the fight. He had in that round. He had some very decent spurts in that round to where I did give the first round to Macklin. The second round I gave to Martinez. The next few rounds I gave to Macklin. Then after like round seven, I started giving rounds to Martinez. And even with the knockdown, I had 9-9. So just overall, I did have Martinez winning the fight by I believe by a point. I can't even look at my card because it's on my phone and I record using my phone. But I had Martinez winning the fight in a close one. But just overall, what's kind of proven in this fight is that Sergio Martinez has to learn the basics. And even though he gets away with being unorthodox and being quick and hard to hit, he has to learn the basics. He has to keep his hands up. He has to learn how to block jabs and come over the top. Because I think he could do well if he learns how to block a jab and come over the top of that jab with his left hand. But Buddy McGirt did a good job of getting Matthew Macklin. Seems to leave his left hand up so that Martinez had trouble getting his right hand in. But just overall, very good, solid victory for Sergio Martinez. He came in, he continued to fight. He made very proper adjustments in this one against a fighter that was probably beating him for a while on the scorecards. Matthew Macklin did a good job of coming in. He threw a lot of lead right hands and didn't pressure him all too much. He didn't just stand in front of him. He was kind of setting up his shots throughout the ring, pretty much throughout the fight. So I take my hat to Matthew Macklin as well. But just overall, I think Buddy McGirt should have let Matthew Macklin come in that final round. It was one more round. Even though Matthew Macklin did have a bruise under his left eye, and was cut. I believe. I'm not too sure because I'm not even looking at the fight right now. But even though he had that bruise and was knocked down twice, he should have let him get back in and let him probably fight. It was one more round. Probably let him fight for 30 seconds, and then determine to go on from there. But Buddy McGirt always does this shit, with fighters. He did it in Malignaggi versus Hatton, and there's multiple times where he's done it before. I think he did it with his own son, where he just threw in the towel. But just overall, you have a trainer that does look out for his fighters, but also a trainer that's overprotective. But should have let Matthew Macklin go back in and see what he does after that. So that's all I have to say about this fight. Good victory for Martinez. I really hope to see him fight Chavez Jr. If he doesn't fight Chavez Jr. and move up to 168 would be beneficial maybe. We'll see. But anyway, peeps, I'm out of here. That was Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.